Boys are back in town. Episode 21, Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. This is a significant one we see, and it would be remiss of us not to celebrate the number 21 and make this a very 21-centric show.
That's what we're going with. That's what we're doing. We're going with the number 21, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. We'll even try to keep the show at a duration of 21. And you always know we start with a fun fact. Ty, I'm going to slide it over to you to give us another fun fact today.
All right, I've got you. So, the number 21, right, is what they call a triangle number. Now, what does that mean? Well, a triangle number is that it is the sum of the first 6 whole numbers, meaning to say that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 equals 21. And that's why it's called a triangle number. I hope our big vibe listeners are doing the math in their head and trying to work it out. But fact check me, fam. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, 21.
The math is actually mathing today. I'm very impressed with that. As someone that's not the greatest in mathematics, I find that freaking interesting. Yes, that's
I thought so
fact,
too.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Get that. We sent out a question this week asking what was on your wish list from your 21st, or what was the notable part of your 21st. And some of the responses was that someone had got a flight ticket for their 21st for a trip overseas, which is incredible. I hope it was a fantastic holiday. Another one was to get a key to the house. We see it as almost the graduation, if you will, into adulthood, as well as someone getting a car for their 21st birthday.
Nice.
What was your 21st birthday like? I know the answer, but I'll ask it anyway and give you your
okay, so you were there. You were there at my 21st, and my 21st was cringe, man. Oh, man. I think maybe I still am, but I was a cringe human being a few years ago. But anyway, so my 21st, 2 reasons that it was cringe. The first one is that you can blame the booze, but I don't know if it was the booze, but I was, in Afrikaans, you call it dronk verdriet. I was emotional. I was crying about an ex-girlfriend. I was fighting with my dad about said ex-girlfriend. I was accusing him of not understanding what heartbreak is. I was telling him he doesn't even love me and he doesn't have any sympathy for me. And that's not even the most cringe memory that I have of my 21st. But what my biggest cringe is that, so we did it at the Chicago Piano Bar. And it was a themed party. It was supposed to be Gatsby. And sometimes I see pictures, much to my dismay, or I look back at it, and I was wearing like tan chino pants and a multicolored checkered, maybe the tones were kind of like pink, purple, reddish, this very strange shirt, and then a white fedora. So not my finest. So not only is it a poor fashion choice, but also how is that Gatsby? Oh, I'm going to try and find a picture. We can put it in as an overlay, but oh my word. So it was a great time, but oh my God.
It was.
Yeah.
It honestly was such a great time. Man's a fashion killer, bruh. Man's a fashion killer.
Let's talk about yours.
My 21st was great. A lot of bevies that were being had. Back in the day, if everyone knows, Greenside was the party strip of Joburg. And as such, I had my 21st at Topo, and we had then decided this party's not going to end here. We need to move it to the next location. So we had gone from Topo to, I think it was called Mama's, to continue the celebrations. But what was the standout of my 21st was that I had fit the bill for the drinks that were supposedly on other people. So everyone always likes to buy a shot or a drink for someone, saying, "Oh, come on, it's on me. It's for your birthday.
Yeah,
this drink." And yeah, shots were literally on me at the end of the night. It was memorable. It was fun though. It was really fun. And
apologies.
I didn't get to have any of the champagne that I had bought. So once we had gone to the next venue, people had run away with, I think we had about 8 bottles of champagne.
Some
and
friends.
Not one drop of champagne was had. But we have our memories. We're doing podcasts with
Yeah.
people these days. We move on.
People that
Bygones are bygones.
people that didn't people that didn't pay for their drinks, because I believe I was one of those people that didn't. I didn't take a bottle of. I'm assuming it was JC LaRue. I didn't take a bottle of your JC LaRue, but I did. I think that knowing myself and my questionable fashion choices and the cringe human being I was, I'm pretty sure that I'm part of the people that left you with that. So that's my bad, fam. I get you back next time I see you. I get you.
In return, I got a podcast. So was it all that bad?
Was it
all
though?
that bad?
I guess not.
That leads us into the history of celebrating your 21st, and I found an article on historicuk.com, and it's titled "The 21st Birthday Key of the Door." So they have a saying, "I've got the keys to the door, never been 21 before." So goes the old song. But why is a person's 21st birthday so special? Well, the key to the door signified the reaching of adulthood, like you mentioned, and the independence that was brought with it. So, of course, it's not so significant these days, as the age of majority of the UK was revised down to 18, similar to kind of the Western standard. And the Representation of the People Act in the same year similarly reduced the voting age from 21 to 18. But we do see it as the kind of the age at which you have now grown into an adult. You are able to make very significant decisions in life. Part of the Marriage Act of 1753 declared that anyone under the age of 21 needed the consent of their parents or guardians to marry. Indeed, clergymen would be liable to 14 years transportation should they be caught marrying underage couples.
Hey, those clergymen.
So 21 became the age of majority. It says here 21 is a successful age for people to have been dubbed a knight in their own right back in the day.
Okay.
And, yeah, essentially we've seen it become kind of the norm and the standard for people to celebrate their lives and walk into this newfound independence that they've
adulthood
seen,
or whatever.
That they've since gained.
What do you think? Do you think you're an adult? In South Africa, it's 18. We become adults, I think. What do you think? Do you think you're more of an adult at 18 or 21? Or here we are reaching, I think you've already knocked down the 30 door. Oof. I'm knocking on that door. When do you feel like you become an adult?
I would say around 25, actually. I'd say 25, you've got a good understanding of who you are as a person. You've also got quite a bit of lived experience under your belt. And this is more often than not the time after university, if you've gone or chosen to study, or if you've been working for a number of years. Now you're at the level where I've got to start paying bills. I'm taking rent into consideration. I'm starting to plan my life now in terms of where I see myself being in the next 5, 10, 15 years. I think a lot of the decisions start centering around the age 25. How about you?
Yeah, no, I think I'm around the same. I think 18, you're just dumb. You're just allowed to drink. That's all. 21, I think you think you're an adult. I mean, look, this is all generalization, right? I think often you can be forced to become an adult at a lot younger age based on circumstance and stuff. But yeah, I would say for me personally, I think I started to feel grown when I was like 25. I still sometimes go through phases of like, oh, damn, I really am an adult. But yeah, I'd say 25. 25 is a good shout. But I think being able to make key decisions should be, I'd say around 21 sounds about right when you should be able to start deciding certain things. So, I guess that history got that one right.
Yeah, 100% there. And, I would be remiss if I don't speak about 21, not only in the general societal lived experience, but also in sports. So I found a few interesting things here relating to the number 21. So in sports, 21 is a variation of street basketball in which each player, of which there can be a number, plays for himself. So they're not part of a team, and the name comes from the requisite number of baskets. In 3-on-3 basketball games, branded 3x3, the game ends by rule once either team has reached 21 points. In
Okay.
badminton and in table tennis, with table tennis, this was before 2001, 21 points was required to win a game.
Nice.
And I thought it would be nice to come up with a game of our own here. So 21, we also know that Arsenal, after the dramatic win, are nearly 20 years since they've won the Premier League.
Yeah.
So taking that into consideration, I wanted to set up a little challenge for Tyler here, and that
Okay.
was to create a five-a-side team using the current roster of Arsenal players that added up to the number 21. So you can, equal to 21 rather. So you can add player numbers, you can minus player numbers, divide, multiply, whatever it is. But the goal was to have 5 players and have their shirt number equal 21.
Okay, so I did this. I just want to say that to all the United fans out there, 21 is indeed you can multiply 7 to get to the number 21.
Oh.
So there's your shout outs, Man United. Okay, so my team that I made. Oh, and listeners, Tev has made a team as well. Tasty Tev has made his own team. He made a team out of Man City, 5-a-side, and then we want you to vote which of these 2 teams would win in a 5-a-side game. Okay,
Yeah.
so my team is Zinchenko, who is number 35, minus number 12, which is Saliba. So obviously those are my 2 defenders.
Nice.
So then 35 minus 12, which is Saliba, is 23. Minus 8 for Odegaard
Nice.
gives you a total of 15. Plus 7 for Saka.
Okay.
And then you're on 22, minus 1 for Ramsdale in goal. So my team is Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Saliba, Odegaard, and Saka. I think that's good balance for those people that understand football. If you're listening and you want to vote for the right person, that's who you vote for. Tev, what's your team?
So my team is made up of number 31 in goal. That's Edison, known for his great ability with his feet. I will minus 14 from that. That's Laporte, who's also a good ball-playing defender. So that leaves me with 17. I would minus 17, and that's Kevin De Bruyne, ultimately, or arguably one of the greatest midfielders currently. That leaves me at 0. I'll then add the number 47 for Phil Foden, generational talent, who's really good in tight spaces. So we've got Foden up there. And then I'm minus 26 for the Algerian king, Mahrez, who is a baller of note. So I have a lot of balance. Tyler might argue that I don't have as many defensive players in the team, but it's 5-a-side. We know how well fluidity can come into consideration here. So if you know ball and if you have good ball knowledge, you're gonna vote for my team. But let us know.
So, name your 5 again from your back
my
to front.
My 5 is Edison in goal, Laporte at the back. He's partnered by Kev in the middle. I've got Foden and Mahrez.
Okay, so that team would go up against Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Saliba, Odegaard, and Saka. So viewers,
We know
vote.
who's winning. We know who's winning.
Yeah.
Viewers,
Viewers
listeners?
vote. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments of this video, as well as Instagram, TikTok, every one of our pages.
We're gonna post it out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a follow-up question, and you guys let us know exactly what you think, and even give us a scoreline if you're that brave.
If you're feeling brazen, yeah.
So when we think about the number 21, one of the notable considerations we have is for Blackjack. Blackjack 21, winner, chicken dinner. Blackjack is the sophisticated card game where the whole point is try and get to 21. So I did a little digging into the history of Blackjack, and I found an article on Rainbow Casino that read the history of Blackjack and the origins. It says here the origin of Blackjack is still debated, but the most popular belief is that it originated in French casinos around the 1700s due to its mention in Cervantes' novel Don Quixote. I might not be pronouncing that correctly, but dates the late 16th century, early 17th century. Then the game was referred to as 21, which translates to 21 in French, and another belief is that the Romans played this game or something similar using wooden blocks. Due to its popularization in the 18th century, casinos and other gambling houses started to offer special bets to draw more people to the game. A notable special bet is the 10-1 odds of a player having a blackjack, the jack of spades or clubs with an ace.
Okay.
This is where the name we know today originated, and although as casinos gradually removed the special bet, the name Blackjack remains.
Nice. If Ruben's listening, we know that he's a Blackjack fan.
A king.
The king himself.
He's honestly one of the greatest there is when it comes to Blackjack. And we can't speak Blackjack, gambling, betting without noting some of the winnings that we've seen across the decades.
Past, yeah.
So I'm going to give you a top 6 of the biggest winnings that I found online. The first, number 6, is Shoeless Joe, who won $1.5 million. Story of the mystery man Shoeless Joe is one of the rags to riches, literally. He got his nickname after entering a casino barefoot in 1995. He was homeless after his wife had kicked him out and left with nothing but a $300 security check, which he decided to put towards a game of blackjack, and won $1.5 million. Number 5, Dana W. won $2 million. Dana White, probably the higher in this list with a much bigger win if the casino hadn't kept him at $2 million. White is no stranger to incredible blackjack wins and controversy. In the past, he's been denied winnings and banned with accusations of card counting. But after his ban, he was allowed to return in 2014 by a new casino manager where he won a pool of $2 million. Ken Yu won $4.5 million. He's always been referred to as the king of blackjack strategy, and he surely earned that title. Not only created the first ever blackjack team, but has also mastered mathematical strategies that helped him win the game consistently. In the 70s and 80s, he led his own team around various casinos in the US, where they bet as high as $12,000 per hand. His team is believed to have won $4.5 million as one of the first big blackjack wins.
That's big
we
money.
then see Don J in third position with $15.1 million. Don Johnson, as a millionaire CEO of Heritage Development, he had no problem placing large bets. It says here that his success at blackjack even led to a Netflix US documentary titled The Player's Secrets of a Vegas Whale in 2014. So you guys can go and have a look at that. In second position, we have Kerry P, who won $40 million. In 1991, Australian businessman Kerry Packer stepped into the casino and left with $7 million thanks to blackjack. But this isn't the most extraordinary win on his list. He got $40 million in less than an hour at a Las Vegas MGM Grand. His winning strategy was playing 8 hands simultaneously on the same table and betting a massive $250,000 on each round.
Jeez.
Unlike any other wins on this list, Packer's win didn't take months but mere minutes. After just 40 minutes of blackjack, he cashed out an astounding $40 million.
Jesus.
And then top spot goes to the MIT Blackjack team, who won an estimated value between $50 million and $100 million. This is the MIT Blackjack team, a group of students from MIT, Harvard, and other institutions. They use sophisticated mathematical strategies like card counting to beat the casinos at blackjack, led by Bill Kaplan, and operated for multiple years with around 80 members. This is based on the movie, if you've seen it, 21, where we have...
Still got to see that, yeah.
Oh, it's a brilliant movie. It's like a mathematical genius who's able to... they have this system where a certain number is given a phrase, and by knowing the phrase, they'd be able to count exactly, or tell what the count is.
Sure.
So this team has managed to garner up a total of, around $50 to $100 million.
Nice. Were they arrested or anything?
They were arrested. I'm not going to give
Hey.
out too many details to it because I want you guys to go and see the movie. Once you've seen the movie, let me know what your thoughts are. But I thought it was actually brilliant.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. It makes you want to go and play in the casino, man.
Hey, I always want to go.
And in still keeping with the theme of 21, I thought I'd change things a little this year, or this episode rather, by doing a wholesome retro moment and focusing on songs that have turned 21 years old this year. So some of these are quite notable hits. Others we might not have known about. The first of these lists, which is an article by Musical Mum, you guys can find it, titled 20 of the Greatest Songs from 2002.
Yes,
the first
sir.
on this list is Dilemma by Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all remember that.
Texting his girl on Excel.
That is a wonderful fact that I don't think a lot of people know. Go watch a music video, guys. You'll be astounded by the sheer nerve of Kelly to get angry by not having Nelly respond to her when she contacted her on Excel. The Scientist by Coldplay. We have Without Me by Eminem, a notable hit. Foolish by Ashanti, thick beat. Freak Like Me by the Sugar Babes, I'm not too sure on that one. We have Work It by Missy Elliott, a banger.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yo, and the fact that she was actually saying that in reverse is still astounding.
Yeah.
Wow. Credit to Timbaland and Missy over there. We have Complicated by Avril Lavigne. Why can't be so complicated, man?
Yeah.
Number 8, No One Knows by the Queens of Stone Age. We got Hot in Here by Nelly. Major Look by Nas. Lose Yourself, I think probably the most recognizable song on this list, by Eminem. Gangsta Loving by Eve and Alicia Keys. 1,000 Miles, the soundtrack to, I think, a lot of the 90s babies that have watched White Chicks by Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah.
I love this
Okay.
Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake, also a hit.
A Heartbreak Hotel. Justin Timberlake went through it, man.
Feels, man.
He went through it, man.
Deep in the field there. Quality. I Need a Girl by P. Diddy featuring Usher and Blue.
I Need a Girl.
Clocks by Coldplay. The Rising by Bruce Springsteen. You Don't Have to Call by Usher. Do You Realize by The Flaming Lips. And number 20 is A Moment Like This by Kelly Clarkson.
Sure. Nice one.
Some throwbacks there, man.
Wow. Yeah, no, there's some really cool tracks on there. Like I was saying, I think you realize 21 years ago, well, we were like young when we were jamming to those songs then.
Yeah.
9 years old, 9 years old, jamming to songs like that. I mean, what did I know about Cry Me a River at 9 years old? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I look back at myself and I'm like, you're not serious, fam. Like,
who allowed me to be this invested in this music, man?
Oh,
you don't have
man.
to call.
Chubby 8-year-old me, I need a girl to ride. What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're my wife. Come on, man.
Oh, shit.
What a time, man.
Nice one.
We've done really well in this episode. This was very short and sweet.
Yeah.
Jam-packed with lots of facts, lots of fun. And we just want to give thanks to all of you guys that have been part of the journey. Don't forget to let us know about overall winner of our five-a-side teams.
Yeah, we'll turn it into a reel or something. I'll turn it into some content that we can actually push straight replies.
Nice. Looking forward to seeing all the feedback there. And don't forget to follow us on our various social channels you can find below. And we will see you guys at the next one, episode 22 away.
Next week. Yeah, see you then, guys.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.